Hey everybody, Tim here for another MCU movie, Phase 1, Part 3, Iron Man 2, 2010. So my first memory of seeing this in theaters was my best friend Ronnie at the time. We had bought 2 tickets to go see a movie. We did not movie hop, contrary to popular belief. We bought tickets to go see Kick-Ass, and then we bought tickets to see Iron Man 2. So as soon as the first one's over, we bounced. I think Iron Man 2 was first, and then we bounced over to Kick-Ass. My first thought seeing this movie. It's great. It's fantastic. So 2009 is the first year since the MCU debuted to not have a Marvel movie come out. That'll be important years later. Trust me. So 2010, I can't even believe how long ago that was. We're up to Iron Man 2, seeing things like the Stark Expo, John Slattery, I don't even know how you say his name, as Howard Stark. It's his first appearance. He will make more. I'll just put it that way. So it's fantastic. Senator Stern, again, first appearance. We will see him again. Stuff like that. Justin Hammer. So in the comics, he's usually portrayed as this old man, this angry old guy. Sam Rockwell, who is phenomenal. He is so great, so well done. And they make references to both S.H.I.E.L.D. and S.W.O.R.D. in this movie, so it's great. One of my favorite moments is, this is the first time that we see James Rhodes recasted. So in the first movie, it was Terrence, and in this movie, it's Don Cheadle. And as soon as you see him, he's like, I'm here, it's me, move on, let's drop it, go. It's 100% directed towards the audience. Yes, we recasted him, fucking move on. I loved it. I thought it was great. So a lot of this movie is just techno mumbo jumbo. If you've ever seen Star Trek, that's what it is. Where the thing in Tony's chest is actually what's killing him. And so I loved it. I thought it was really interesting. It was really great. It was a little MacGuffin for those Hitchcock fans, but still, it was great. Seeing Natalie Rushman, everybody knew who she was at that point, but still, it was great. Mickey Rourke. So I remember seeing this movie with my mom. So this was the last movie that my mom was alive for MCU. And she was a huge Mickey Rourke fan. And she was like, oh, he's had so much work done. But he's such a great actor. And still, him as Whiplash, as Venko, he's so great. He's really good. He does a fantastic job. A lot of shout outs. They go a little too hard with the names. When Rhodey and Stark are fighting, and he's like, oh, you want to be a war machine? And that's when the moment where you see the audience, and they're like, oh, yeah, because that's the character's name. He's War Machine. Yeah, we get it. Okay. Seeing more Fury is great. I talked about in the first Iron Man video where Samuel L. Jackson didn't want to do it again because of his scene, but Fury is fantastic as he shows up in this one. Some of the great lines where it's like, I'll keep my eye on you. It's great. The expo scene, I actually love. That's one of my favorite scenes where he's like, get rid of this, get rid of that, get rid of this. It's just fantastic. It's really well done. We see, this is one of the first movies, Marvel has done this ever since then. This might be the first movie where they alter the trailers, because there's a scene in the trailer when this movie first came out where when it actually does debut, it's different than the trailer because they purposely throw you off. And you can look this up where they alter it for tons of movies after that. Where in this movie you actually see Captain America's shield. In the trailer, it's not there. It's something else. But in the movie, you actually get to see Captain America's shield. So it's fantastic. It's really well done how Marvel's the trailer's just a tease of what you're actually going to get. It's also one of the same scene is one of the biggest bloopers, loopholes, whatever, that jump out at me I typically actually don't notice bloopers. I'll be honest, because I'm so focused on just enjoying the movie that I don't pick up on them. But in the scene when he has the laser and it's literally cutting through everything in the workshop, and then he's trying to get it in this little bitty hole, there's some wires and stuff hanging off, but the laser just kind of skips over it and goes right to the target. Doesn't even touch the wires. It's like, yeah, okay, that's not how that works. But it's a fantastic scene. I remember my father had issues with this movie because when they're doing the whole military scene, my father was in the Coast Guard, and they're like, it's the Marines, it's the Army, it's the Air Force, but they don't credit the Coast Guard. Anytime a movie does not credit the Coast Guard, it like sends up this red flag in my brain, because I remember him, when I was a small child, I remember him being like, they're not acknowledging us, we hate them. Okay, Father, yes. So we get that. They have retconned this movie. So in the scene when everything's going crazy and there's a small kid and he's about to get blown up and Tony saves the day and he's like, nice work, kid, and flies away. It's supposed to be Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man. I don't really feel one way or the other about it, to be honest with you. Like, I don't care. If they want to say it is, that's fine. If they don't, I also don't care. It doesn't make me angry. It doesn't make me happy. I just kind of accept it. So it's kind of fun. Senator Stern at the end, when he's like poking Tony and he's like, oh, how much pain a little prick can cause. Loved that. That was fucking great. I mean, the movie as a whole was really enjoyable. As far as the sequel goes, I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. It is the unfortunate last movie Jon Favreau directed. Not the last movie he's in, but the last one he actually directed. But it's great. I'm so excited to be rewatching these MCU early movies, these Phase 1 movies. So I loved it. The end credits scene, seeing Coulson being like, we're here at Thor's Hammer. Super excited. I can't even, I'm so excited to watch the next movie. So for those who have seen this one, what are your early memories of it? So we can kind of discuss it. Like I said, a lot of these Phase 1, this isn't so much as a review as it is a look back. Curious what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And I'll see you guys next time for Thor.